Hello and welcome back. Today we will be using these big fellas. Look at the size of that. King Prawns U5. These are the largest king prawns that are available to purchase in the market in the UK at the moment. These are known as a U5, so we'll be using these today to make King Prawn Butterfly, one of my favorite dishes, especially when I go out to an Indian restaurant. So we'll be using U5. Look at the size of that, look at the tail. Look at that, big chunker. These are known as the U5s. You can purchase a block of U5. How many are here? 1, 2, 3, about 7, 8 king prawns in a block, and it costs you anywhere between £13 and £20 depending on the season. Okay, so these are known as the U5s, and we'll be using these today to make our King Prawn Butterfly. Right, so the first step in making King Prawn Butterfly is to prepare the prawns by taking the shells off. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do first. I'm going to take the shell off, but not take the last shell which is attached to the tail. I'm going to keep that on. So the last shell which is attached to the tail there, I will be keeping that on. Okay, so I've shelled the king prawn. As you can see, it's a very large size king prawn, the U5 is. Okay, and what I want to do is I want to slit it right through the middle. Okay, so let's slit it right through the middle. Okay, and open it up. Right, take the intestines out as well. These black, like vein, that needs to come out. That's the intestines of the king prawn. Get rid of that. Don't want to be eating any of that. Okay, as you can see, the king prawn has 2 halves. When you slit it right through the middle of the back of the king prawn, it has 2 halves, and that's where you want to slit it through. Okay, but you don't want to go all the way and separate the 2 halves. You just want to, actually I'm going to take this shell off as well because it's getting in the way. I'm just going to keep the tail on. Right, that's better. Okay, and what you want to do is you just want to open the king prawn up but not cut it right the way through. Okay, so that's open now. Okay, so the next step is to use, and I'm going to be using this mallet here, this wooden mallet which I normally use for my steak, but I won't be using the sharp ends. I'll be using the flat end because I don't want to damage the king prawn as I batter it. What I want to do is just batter it so that it flattens out. Just be gentle with it at the same time. Just ensure that it's flattening out. Okay, just turn it over and do the same on the other side. Gently. Okay, right. Okay, perfect. And then the next step will be to marinate it using this spice which I've made. So this spice has been made up with 1 tablespoon of garlic paste, 1 teaspoon of ginger paste, half a teaspoon of turmeric powder, half a teaspoon of coriander powder, half a teaspoon of curry powder, a 1/4 teaspoon of chili powder, 1 teaspoon of chili flakes, and 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and just mix it well and turn it into a paste. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to paste and cover the king prawn with this paste. Okay, so just cover the whole prawn generously with the paste on both sides. What I'm going to do is, this is one I did earlier on. Put it on a plate. I don't want to contaminate the board with the spices, because I'll be cutting the prawn and preparing it for the paste, and it just gets a bit messy, so I'm going to do it on a plate rather than on the board. Okay, so plenty of paste on there. Gives it a lovely flavour. The garlic, the ginger, the chili flakes, the olive oil, brings it all together. And then this will be coated with breadcrumbs, dried breadcrumbs and egg. But that's going to be the next stage, and I'll show you how to do that after I've done this. Okay, so generously applying the paste on both sides. You don't need to put anything on the tail. There's nothing inside this tail. So yeah, I wouldn't waste the paste putting it on the tail. There's no need to. Okay, and that's ready at this moment, but I'll show you what happens to this in the next stage. And I'm going to prepare all my prawns like this. Okay, so we are ready for the next step, and the next step, what I'm going to do is just crack 2 eggs into a bowl. There we go. Add a pinch of salt. So just add salt according to your taste. So I'm just going to add a pinch of salt in there. There we are. And a little bit of pepper. Just add according to your taste. Okay, should be enough. And then just give it a good beating. Mix it all together. This is gonna become our batter for the king prawn. And then once the king prawn is smothered in this, we are going to cover the king prawn with breadcrumbs. So just to show you how that's going to be done. And then finally it will be fried and then eaten and enjoyed. Okay, that's ready. Let's get the first king prawn. Right, so this is what I showed you earlier, where I marinated the king prawn with my special paste. I'm going to just dip it into the egg now very quickly, and then straight after that it's going to go into the breadcrumbs. So I'll show you. The breadcrumbs are here. It's all ready on a plate, and it's just going to be covered in breadcrumbs. Try not to get anything on the tail, because that's a waste. The tail won't be consumed, and to get the breadcrumb on there, it just spoils the look of the king prawn butterfly. But try and get the whole king prawn covered in this breadcrumb as much as possible. It's nice and crispy when it fries. You can already see the size has nearly doubled because of all the layers of the ingredients that have gone onto the king prawn. Okay. And there we have it. It's ready to be fried now, this king prawn butterfly, but I'll show you when I fry it so that you can see what it looks like. But that is the next step. Okay. Okay, so as you can see, I've battered the king prawns. They are now ready to be fried. These are going to be absolutely gorgeous. So you can see the king prawns are now ready to be fried. They've been coated with dry breadcrumbs. There's 8 king prawns in there, and they are looking fantastic. So we're going to deep fry them now, and I'll show you how that's done. Okay, so we're going to deep fry the king prawns in hot oil. I think there's space for 2 in there. We're going to do it 2 at a time. Let this one settle, and then the next one goes in. You can see the tail turning pink. That's quite normal when you fry or cook prawns. The shell turns pink. And it looks really nice. It looks like a lobster. So I'm going to allow that to fry for a while. I've left it on medium heat, or you can leave low to medium heat. You don't want the coating to burn. At the same time, you want to make sure the king prawns are cooked thoroughly. I'm just going to allow that to fry for a while now. Okay, so this has been frying for approximately 7 to 10 minutes, and it looks like it's ready. So we're going to take this out now and see how it looks. So you can see that the breadcrumb is golden brown colour. The tail is nice and pink. Yes, that definitely looks ready to eat. And there we have it, people. King prawn butterfly. Look at that. Got some homemade chili sauce in the middle to accompany the king prawn butterfly. Watch my video on how to make your own chili sauce.
Check that light out, man.
So what do we have here?
Oh, sorry.
We've got the king prawns. We've got some onion bhajis, or some pakoras there. Got samosas, spring rolls, puff pastry with mincemeat in there. We've got lamb chops, looking delicious. We've got peri peri wings in there as well, just in the middle there. We've got a full feast going on here today, or tonight. If you like what you see, then press subscribe and watch my videos on how to make all of these different dishes. For now, goodbye. I'm going to enjoy all of this myself. Only kidding, we've got about 8 adults here waiting to munch. Okay, last thing here is my drink, mojito drink, which has been made from lemon and lime. I've used fresh mint and fresh lemon balm in there from my garden. That's going to be delicious. It's going to quench my thirst. All iced up, ready. Enjoy. Also forgot to do this one just before I go. This is called pilau biryani, chicken pilau biryani. Looking delicious, that is. That will go with the salad and the Bangladeshi lemon there. It's very different. It looks like lime, but it's actually lemon, green on the outside. Yeah, you can purchase those in any good continental supermarket. But look at that. Pilau biryani. This is what my plate is looking like. So again, we've got the King Prawn Butterfly there. We've got some onion bhajis there. We've got chicken piri piri there. Some spring rolls. Some puff pastry with some mince in there. Lamb chops. Samosas. And the homemade chili sauce. Wow. Some chili sauce on there. Check that out.